Stranger Things, it's been such a fun hit. What most surprised you about working on this show?
Well, I was surprised, and just how awesome everyone was, and just what an amazing group that the Duffers and Sean Levy put together, and it was really, it really felt like play, which a lot of I've worked on quite a few productions, and sometimes it feels like you're punching the clock, but this really felt like it reminded me of when I was young and I used to make films. You used to make Super 8 films. There was that element to it, and obviously the love that it's gotten from the fans has been phenomenal. Nobody, it's one of those ones when I read the script and I met the directors, I met the cast, I knew it was going to be something special, but no, I don't think anybody realized it was going to be the kind of pop cultural phenomenon that it became. So that was probably one of the bigger surprises.
Yeah, definitely, because it touched back into like E.T., Goonies, those kind of fun Stand By Me type of films that you think everybody was kind of ready for. Yeah, it felt like an honest homage rather than just something that was done to cash in. It really felt like they did it out of love, and they really wanted to make something that felt like it could have come from that period. But I also feel at the same time they did a few little interesting twists, modern twists that I actually wasn't expecting even when I watched the final episode. So yeah, it's a pretty remarkable show. Yeah. Since today is such a big celebration of acting, if there's any role that's either already been done or has not been done yet, what would be a role that you would like to do next?
Well, the first thing I thought of was Frankenstein, but I think so they're making one of those. I would love to. I don't know. I think I'd love to work with a director and create something unique. Actually just create something that hasn't been done before. Things that I don't know. I mean, I'm such a fan of my genre, that it's hard for me to go back, and I just think of these remarkable performances by other actors, and like how can I like why would I do anything with that? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'd rather give them, honors to them, create something new. That's basically my feeling. Yeah.
So you were the monster in Stranger Things. I want to know more about that.
Yeah, well, I was the monster, and it's a very remarkable monster, obviously. I have to give credit to the other people who worked on this monster, the designers, Aaron Sims' company, and Spectral Motion, who built the amazing monster that I inhabited. It's really, I hope someday that fans can see this thing that I wore, because it's really an incredible just artifact in itself. They could see it, it had all these motors and batteries in it, firing, the head and the hands and stuff. I keep pushing, I keep planting that seed in people's ears, like you should really try and get it out in front of people, Yeah.
What did it entail for you becoming this monster? Like, was there hours to get into that thing, or what was the process?
Well, it was more hours developing it. It was developed by this crew at Spectral Motion, the artists and designers at Spectral Motion, and I would go in and try on parts of it, and they would troubleshoot, see how things were working, and bit by bit it was built over the course of, I'd say, a month and a half, 2 months. And actually getting into it on set didn't take so long. It was one of the easier ones to get into. I've spent 5-6 hours in the chair getting made up with prosthetics all over my body. That can be really intense. This was intense in a different way. But yeah, it was pretty, and because the crew was so amazing, the Spectral Motion people were so amazing that it was. I wouldn't say it was effortless, because it's hard work, but it was they took good care of me. So, yeah.